And go.
Zoomed in too far.
Hello and welcome to another episode of DrawBomb.
You thought you could get rid of us, but you couldn't.
They tried hard, didn't they?
They tried real hard. I got a lot of letters in the mail, at least an exorcism or two. But I am not a demon, so exorcisms will not work on me. So, nice try.
It's a common way to try to get rid of us.
People try it.
Why do they think that we're demons so much? I don't understand. I don't feel like we're demon-like.
I don't know. I've never even so much as said "Hail Satan" a whole lot, at least.
I mean, yeah, I've said it. Who has?
I said it.
But...
Yeah. Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Have you ever seen Rosemary's Baby?
I have not seen Rosemary's
God,
Baby.
you need to watch it. I know Halloween's over, but it's a terrific movie. It holds up so well.
I heard it's still pretty spooky. I hear it's a spooky.
I think
movie.
for Morty, it's like top of his head just like goes around for no reason. Like his hair just like is like a hat almost.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I need to look up the characters while I'm like doing this drawing.
But it's great, and the ending's hilarious because not hilarious. It's actually like the whole movie's like spooky, but the end scene gives me chills.
Impaled on a weather vane or something like that? Like some dude's just impaled on a weather vane?
No, I think you're thinking of The Omen.
I am. You're right.
But Rosemary's Baby is like this weird movie. The whole movie is like kind of like this girl knows something's up and she's trying to like figure it out. And then like in the end scene, it's like gives you chills. At least for me, it's just like really well done.
Huh. I'll have to check. Yeah, I do need to watch that. There's so many movies I have to watch though. Like we've gone over.
Me too. I mean everybody. There's 10,000 movies. Don't worry, it'll get easier and easier since no movies come out anymore.
No new movies come out, so it's all fine.
Yeah, we'll all get caught up eventually.
Yeah. I still need to check out that Romeo and Juliet everyone's ranting and raving about.
I hear you see boobs in it.
Yeah. That's a throwback.
To yesterday.
To yesterday's conversation that these people were not privy to.
They probably all are. They all had 7th grade, or like 11th grade English.
Yeah. Y'all saw that boobs in that Romeo and Juliet movie? Yeah.
They know them. They remember them.
No one could forget those boobs. Fantastic okay, I'm done. Let's not go down that route.
Okay, alright.
That's what women love, is when men rate pairs of breasts. I feel like that's
You know, they're always rating balls.
That's true, yeah. Boy, I give that pair of testes a sweet 6 out of 10 for too much sag.
Wait, that gets you extra points?
No. It would have been
It would have been a higher score. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, 6 out of 10's in the video game world at least. 6 out of 10 means unplayable.
Yeah. Who has the time? Who has the time to play such a terrible game?
Yeah, a game that you might like. Talk to me when it's a thing I'm for sure gonna like.
No, you won't like it if IGN doesn't like it, you will not like it.
If IGN likes it, I should like. Or if IGN likes it, I'm gonna hate it if IGN likes it. Like
too much water, unplayable.
Unplayable. Just too much water.
That?
Are we talking about water temples?
No. When the last Pokemon came out, that was their criticism. Too much water.
Too much water. It's just I couldn't handle it.
In a game that you can actually
swim around in.
It's too much water.
Well, I don't know. I would have to play this Pokemon to because like if I had to rate,
it was fine.
If I had to rate some of the previous Pokemon games, of which I have not played many, I would have to rate 2 Dark of Caves, and also you can
light them up with the right power up.
I never got that far.
Well, that's your own fault.
Yeah, it is.
If you're gonna have a real review of Pokemon, be like, hey, it's the same game that they made 40 times.
Yeah, it's what you expect.
That's a real review. But
That's
too much
review.
water is not gonna work for me.
No, I absolutely fucking refuse to play a game that has any more water. It's 98% of the it's 98% of the human body, and it's got to be 98% of the games I play too. Jesus, get over yourself, water.
That's what I say. So Zach agrees. Good boob
From Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, yeah.
Yeah, he texted me saying he was thinking about those boobs today or yesterday, which is funny because we were talking about those.
I mean, we all think about them
about every day, right?
Once or twice. They'll pop into my head like they popped out on screen at that split second and then disappeared again. While our English teacher pretended like they never saw it. It's like, you've watched this movie.
The English teacher's like, this is the only reason I took this job.
So I could look at these boobs. Actually, my English teacher was a woman who also said, you know the sketch, the MTV's Mad Real World from Chappelle's Show?
Yes.
She said that her best friend from high school is the girl in that sketch that the dude brings in. That's like the girlfriend who has sex.
Was it a younger teacher?
She was very young, and honestly, the supposed friend, the girlfriend, both looked and sounded exactly like my English teacher. So I could actually 100% believe that.
Yeah, that's not hard to believe. I mean, why would you lie about that?
Why would you lie about that? Like,
I believe that. The stakes are so low.
Yeah, let me get some clout from these fucking high schoolers.
Like, if you're like, hey, I know the person in that sketch, I go, oh, okay, that's neat, and then you don't rank any higher.
Yeah, you don't. You've stayed the same. You just know somebody who's pretty cool now.
So yeah, so big deal.
Yeah.
Do you know any famous folks?
No. I mean, I know a guy who did character designs for BoJack Horseman, but
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know somebody who I do know people who like. So, you know the Lucas Bros.
Yeah, I do.
They have a Netflix comedy special, and it's all right. And
it was fine.
You know that animation at the end involving Richard Nixon and like.
I've seen their cartoon. Is it the same people that have anything to do with that?
Yeah, like when I saw the cartoon, I was like immediately like, oh, I know who animated this segment right here. Yeah, because I like seeing them in animation classes and stuff like that. So, and then when I looked in the credits, I was like, yep, that is the people who I thought they would be.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was nifty.
I have one buddy who's in movies and stuff.
Yeah, the friend who was in that episode of Community.
Did I tell you about his newest pursuit?
You said he was in the Quentin Tarantino movie?
No. The newest show.
He's like the main character, right?
Not Quentin Tarantino. The newest Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
The one like the movie is named after him. He's a like titular character.
That's crazy.
That's like great for him. He's a good actor. I'm not surprised that he pulled it off, but like it's just been very surreal just being like at bars and seeing the trailer playing on the screen, stuff like that. I
can imagine, yeah.
It's
It's funny, he's been climbing that ladder for a while too.
Yeah.
He like started out as not having a line in an episode of like It's Always Sunny. He was the kid who
he had lines in the show, but
he was the Juggalo character.
Yeah, he was the Juggalo.
And It's Always Sunny, right? Yeah. Which is hilarious. That kid is a great character.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job too playing the Juggalo. I am fucking this Morty up so bad.
Oh, it's fine. It's fun. Looks great.
He's just sinking into the ground.
Oh yeah, that part. He is he lost legs in this universe.
That's true. Boy, speaking of Rick and Morty, we should talk about the latest episode of Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah. I mean, no spoilers because
I didn't like it. No, I liked it a lot.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
It was super good. I thought it was so funny. I really liked how they made a point in the episode to specifically say like, yo, fuck Nazis, which I think is hilarious because there are like a lot of like neo-fascist Rick and Morty fans who are just like, Rick is so cool, and also wouldn't it be great if if it was the Council of Ricks but all me, and then Rick and Morty has that moment where he's just like,
I wonder if
I may be a wasp. Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder if that had anything to do with them making that like a central theme in this episode.
if not a central theme, I think it's at least the very reason they had that line where he's like at the very end, he's like, "Look, I may be a wasp, but I'm not a fucking monster." Like, and then it shows them like horribly devouring Principal Vagina or whatever that guy's name is. Is that Principal Vagina? No, Principal Vagina is the guy.
That was the math teacher.
What's his character's name?
I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I can't think. I just saw the episode where they go into his dreams too, and
Yeah.
you would think I would remember, but that guy's hilarious though.
You
He's
don't know
like, such a
me.
great
Yeah,
guy.
he's a great character.
Oh God!
Oh.
I've learned nothing.
Oh, you eat poop too?
Yeah. Oh, that therapist episode was so good. Like
Yeah,
the
pickle
therapist, the monologue at the very end is just like, mwah, beautiful writing.
This is great. The writing is really admirable of that show.
Yeah, and I love. You can tell like they're never satisfied with like just sticking with something that's like proven successful. Like that's why they went from the intergalactic television to the Morty's Mind Blowers because they didn't want to keep doing like the same thing.
I've heard this season is gonna have another
Morty's Mind Blowers.
No, another cable, which I'm good for that. Like
I'm cool with that.
yeah, they split it up, and that's like shows that they will do different stuff. But I'm good to go back to form for this one.
Yeah. I mean, I hope the personal space guy makes a comeback because that dude is like I realized. So like, okay, so did I show you the photo of my Halloween costume?
Nope, I don't think you did.
Oh.
Maybe you did, but I don't.
I'm gonna send it to you. You can feel free to post it on the thing or whatever. But I think you should at least see my Halloween costume. Did you do anything for Halloween this year?
So we weren't going to because we were in San Diego.
Right.
So we were there for a wedding, and the day before the wedding, the people getting married, the bridal party, got a hold of us and said they were doing like over the top kind of like Vegas style like glam
like bachelor parties
wedding
or not necessarily
style for Halloween because it was on Halloween. It was on Thursday.
It was a Halloween wedding. It was a Halloween wedding.
The day after Halloween was their wedding. So
okay, so it was kind of a Halloween wedding.
So we went out to this bar in downtown San Diego, and the theme was like over the top, like Vegas style wedding. So we all went to Goodwill and got a bunch of stuff, and we got like Morgan had like this dress with, you probably saw a picture on Facebook. She had like a dress with like sequins.
I did see that, yeah.
And I had like this big, like this super like patterned suit that I found. And
I like that suit, by the way.
I know, it actually, I'm like, oh damn, I can never wear this again, but this is actually kind of awesome.
You can wear it again. Like, I bought my Halloween costume, well, no, I didn't. Not this year, but usually I buy my Halloween costumes in a way where I can wear the separate items as regular clothing later.
But yeah,
because it's basically the only time of year I clothing shop.
It was like completely random. We bought it like a half hour before we went, and Morgan looked amazing, and I looked pretty good.
Hey, look, man, you don't have to play it up just.
I can't compete with her.
You can say she looked like shit, okay?
I can't.
She looked terrible. No, I'm kidding, Morgan. I'm sure you look like.
She was like she's like a model all the time, and then I just try to keep up.
And you are falling way.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. So. But
it feels weird to make fun of you guys, like your guys' appearance, because it sounds like I am actually just calling you ugly. But I think you're both very attractive, lovely people. So I'll suck both your dicks.
Very. She has a nice dick. What? What'd you say? We're both very attractive. What people?
People?
No.
Oh, very attractive, lovely people.
Oh, I thought you said wealthy people. I'm like, you don't know us that well, then apparently.
My headphones just did that thing. I have to get new headphones.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, there we go. What did you say?
I thought you said very attractive, wealthy people.
Oh no, God, I wish.
I'm like, you don't know us that well, then I've seen.
No, this fucking podcast show thingy would be popping off if you guys were wealthy.
Yeah,
I'd
pump it up.
Fucking done in one. Pump it up, pump it up.
But yeah, so it was good. It was a fun time.
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Also, while we were there, it was also when we were in San Diego. It was Day of the Dead, which was
sick.
And San Diego was like 15 minutes from Mexico.
And it's also the city itself is a Spanish name, so I mean San Diego.
Yeah,
so.
Huge Spanish presence there. So that was awesome. Like we went to this big festival, and it was like a Sunday night. So I was like, oh damn, this is gonna be like I'm used to like home where.
Yeah.
Sunday. I mean, it might be in Philly's a good city too. So maybe that's not the way it is there. But I'm like used to like small town Michigan where I'm like we're gonna go. There's gonna be nobody there Sunday night. And then it was like packed and like it was awesome.
That is cool. Philly is interesting. You'll have like days where like Philly is the opposite of New York, where New York is the city that never sleeps. Philadelphia is the city that goes to sleep 7:30 maybe. It goes to sleep very early, and if you dare, like we used to do wedding. Like when I worked at the restaurant. We would do weddings on Saturdays and Sundays, and on Saturdays the weddings would go until like 3 o'clock in the morning. But like at 10 o'clock we'd have the DJ playing music, not crazy loud, and it's in Center City, and like the street next to us.
I've seen that place. It's like
you've seen that place,
downtown.
Yeah. So like, but like we'll start getting calls from like the neighboring buildings being like,
I see that.
Yeah,
I see that.
So like, and then. But like other parts of this, like when I was living in the house that you like when you came to visit, like the one day not long after you visited, like the house next door had a party until like 4 o'clock in the morning and like just pumping the music, and like it was like every hour at least you'd hear somebody scream at the top of their lungs, "It's fucking nighttime! Shut the fucking music off!" And they would just keep going.
That poor person that's trying to sleep.
That dude was mad. I was mad too, actually.
I don't blame him. Like, be reasonable.
Yeah. It was also a Wednesday, so
yeah,
it was ridiculous. I like how we have like these like we've broken out of just having a DrawBomb. It's now like multiple DrawBomb characters. I love it.
We're growing.
We're adding to the repertoire. Why is this thing? What's happening with my color right now?
What?
It's like
I drew on the hair already.
Oh, you drew the hair already. Okay,
or is it not showing?
No, I thought I had painted over it with the red, so I was going to fix it.
No, I drew the hair on different.
Okay.
I was just trying to help out.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. It sped up the time it would have taken for me to draw that hair, or to color it in at least. So yeah, we watched the Rick and Morty. It was very good.
Yeah, I'm sure some of our viewers watched it already.
Yeah.
Captain Sheepy's here. Welcome back.
Hey! Welcome back!
He says, Richard and Morp.
Morp and Mindy.
Morp Dindy.
Flippity florp and flimdy. It's like that park where they gave up naming it halfway through. Park Flabbanabba. Or Lake Flabbanabba, or whatever the hell the name of it is. I love the gibberish. Like whenever they do gibberish words in that show, because it's like I do gibberish words all the time. I'm just like, yeah, the flippity flop, whatever. But like, it's gotten to the point where I'll do it in normal conversation because I just won't think about it, and I feel like if I do the gibberish words, people will understand that I don't know the name of the specific thing I'm trying to name. But like sometimes people will be like, "Oh, Rick and Morty, right?" And I'm just like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Exactly. They made up saying gibberish words that sound goofy.
They invented those.
They invented them. No one did them ever before that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactamundo.
So who we got in the chat? We got Captain Sheepy. We got Zach. Is that right?
We got Zach. Drink the Szechuan. I actually drank the Szechuan at one point.
I have one in my fridge right now that I can't open because how could you? It's like a little packet.
That's awesome.
I'm worried every time I throw a party, someone's gonna be like wander in there and steal it. Be like,
yeah.
Who cares?
Rick and Morty. Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't think they'll know. I just think they'll be like, whatever. They'll look for something.
when that episode first came out with the Szechuan sauce, like me and Ryan, we didn't go to Burger King or like McDonald's, I guess, and get the Szechuan sauce, but we did order like Chinese food like that night, and we got Szechuan beef because we were like, it's like the real thing, sort of.
Yeah, probably better than the real thing, honestly. Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine the McDonald's sauce is that fantastic.
Not, yeah, and
I ate one when it came out, but I don't remember.
You don't remember how you felt about it?
Not really at this point, because
I'd say that's
unmemorable.
Yeah, that review,
Like,
I think.
okay,
Pretty much.
it's another McDonald's sauce, just the same. It tasted
Probably spicy.
Szechuan-esque, and that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna save this.
Sounds good. Wait, we have to.
Oh yeah. Episode 10. 10.
It takes 10 to tango.
Try not to draw over the drawing. I'll draw the words. Let's see. Should I write?
10. What was that?
That's probably good enough. Probably don't need to do like.
10. Yeah, we don't gotta write. It takes 10.
We don't gotta write the title.
Nah.
So Ian,
What's
I
up?
was setting up this show, and you were running a little bit late because you were getting games. Is that right?
That's right. I was getting swole.
How swole are you now? On a scale of 1 to very swole.
So like, okay, if I used to shake my right arm, everything would pretty much stay in place. But now, if I shake my right arm, there's a little bit of like jiggle physics going on in my bicep area.
Jiggles? Are you serious? You got jiggles now?
I got a little bit of jiggle physics. I joined the Dead or Alive beach volleyball team.
Congratulations.
In the arms, at least.
Honestly,
Lady
sometimes
boys.
though you can get jiggles from the opposite, getting less fit.
That's true. We do go to the Applebee's across the street every time we go to the gym. Like, I go to the gym with my.
Just counteract it.
Yeah, well, my figuring is number one, I just worked out. I want a beer.
Yeah, that's
And-
fair. I used to do the same. when I
Yeah,
worked out.
and two, it's across the street, and three, it's Applebee's. It's cheap, and then four, if I get like a burger, that's me getting the protein so that my muscles can rebuild themselves, and I can get those gains.
Gotta get those gains.
But I could also be completely undoing any.
Nah, don't look that deep into it. Live
Like...
your
Okay.
life.
Yeah, you know what? I feel good every time I do it. So
If you're
I'm
getting
into it.
results too, that's the biggest thing. Who cares?
Yeah. I-
If you're
Jiggle
going,
physics.
if you're going for like more muscles, then
I am.
food's not gonna hurt you. If you're going for like losing weight and get like, fit.
Buddy, if
tight,
I lost
then-
more weight, I would disappear.
well then you're allowed to eat. You're doing the you have the fun version of working out.
Cool. Yeah, it's just all about getting gains.
The other half of us have the version of working out where you just I just need to lose 2 pounds.
So I think the elliptical was lying, but my elliptical said I ran 3.7 miles in 30 minutes, which is
That's
a lie.
impressive if it's true.
Yeah. So I don't think it was, because I was doing this thing where it was still a workout. It was still very heavy cardio, but I was running with, quote unquote running on the elliptical in a way where if I was actually like off of an elliptical and trying to carry a body across the ground, like counteracting gravity, like it would not, it wouldn't do it. But like in elliptical world, it was kind of just me fucking going ham on that thing. I'm
That's
sure I look
awesome.
like a weirdo.
Well, who cares how you look?
Yeah, I'm trying to get those gains. I'm gonna look great.
You'd do it at home if you had the machines, but you don't. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Gotta go out and do it.
I don't even got a membership to the gym. I just keep coming in as a guest. So
That's even better. You're living your best life. If I had I would go right now.
yeah, I mean, oh my god, when I had the gym membership, that shit was so expansive.
Yeah, I had one too, and I didn't go enough, so I just feel bad getting another one right now.
I feel yeah. I had just like right when I got that gym membership, I had read the article where they're like 80% of people who get gym memberships don't use it, and I was just like, well, I tell you who the fuck I'm not gonna be. So I made sure I did actually.
I used it quite a bit, and then I also didn't. It was just like on and off.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you have to have the time to go to the gym. And also, it's just like you can go, but like also a lot of times, like okay, so the gym membership I got, it was I think $300 for 6 months.
That's a lot.
Which it's a lot of money. So I was like, if I don't go every fucking day,
if
I still
mine
feel like
costed
I'm
that much, I'd probably go more.
Yeah, it was. So I've never, and like when I tell people about that, everyone's always just like, I don't think you needed to pay that much to go to the gym. And I'm like,
don't tell me that.
Yeah, it's too late. That was like 5 years ago.
Well, that's the easiest way to lose weight is to lose weight in your wallet by buying an expensive gym membership.
I lost at least 3 pounds of dollar bills. Or as they say in Britain, I lost 3
pounds.
3 stone of pounds, am I right? Woo! I guess stone is supposed to be kilograms. I have no idea.
Well, they're idiots.
Yeah, those
just dumb idiots.
A bunch of dumbasses. Using fucking the metric system like it's efficienter and also better.
Shout out to all our English viewers.
Yeah, shout out to all the non-Americans out there. Save us, please. Anybody? I don't know how to draw. Anyone help, please? I don't know how to draw an elliptical. I started to draw a dude on an elliptical.
You've been on one for hours. How can you not draw one?
Well, because usually you don't look at it from the side when you're on it.
I do every time.
Oh, you just watch.
I just focus on the side of it.
It's also like now I have to draw a whole elliptical. Like Jesus Christ! Like why don't I just draw a car next? Christ. Yeah, let's draw cars, everybody. This is the episode of DrawBomb where we just sit down.
The worst episode. It will be very upsetting for me.
We just really hash it out. So this is where the transmission goes.
Some people love drawing cars.
People are very good at drawing cars if they care, and like for some people, like that's their jam. Like they're like drawing people.
I think that's the thing that you just said. If you care, that's what makes the difference. You have to like cars, and we're just like, who gives a fuck? That's how you're like, you don't even own one, and like, mine sucks. It's just how I get places.
Yeah. It's like, if you point any car out to me, they'll let you, and you're like, what kind of car is that? I'll be like, if it's a 4-door sedan, I'll just be like, I don't know, like a Toyota RAV4, and I feel like half the time I'll be right.
It's funny, Morgan's grandpa, he used to be a car salesman back in the day. So that's how he remembers people. He's just like...
Is their cars?
He's like, what do they drive? And so he says it, and he's like, oh, yes, I remember them.
That's hilarious.
And so he's like always asking me all these questions about my car, and I'm like, please don't ask me about my car. It's a bad car.
It's not my choice. Ryan's dad was a car salesman, so she also knew a whole shitload about cars.
Yeah.
I don't know jack fucking shit about cars. I just know that they scare me when they come towards me in a fast speed velocity.
Zach says, it's the same with painting scenery. Either you're really into it or you hate it. I agree. Although I like the idea of painting it, I'm just not good
I hate him
at it.
I like designing scenery. Like, if you were like, okay, Ian, tell me about a cool environment, I'll be like, a giant cave with even bigger crystals in it. You'll be like, sick. Draw that.
When you say even bigger, do you mean bigger than the cave?
Yes. Like, the cave, the crystals are so big, they're sticking. This is a scene from Dark Souls, by the way.
Oh.
Because basically, if you ask me to like design an environment, ever since Dark Souls came out, I'll just describe something cool I saw in Dark Souls, because they basically covered every possible thing you can do in all 3 of those games.
Every creative idea you've ever had, you've seen in Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls fucking covered it, man. They were just like, oh, you want a giant library full of like miles of books?
Bingo.
Bingo bango. Giant cave with even giant.
I like the idea
crystals.
of painting scenery. I know I'm not great at it. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I would be like
times that I've like put the work in and done it. I'm like very happy with that product. I just don't do it often.
I would be like giant cave with crystals. They'd be like, hey, can you like draw it for us now? And I'd be like, Oh, you want me to do that part?
I
Ooh.
said the words. Isn't that enough? Can you visualize it?
Yeah, you got it. Like, you get it.
Imagine it. And there, you know.
John Lennon once said, "Imagine all the people."
John Legend.
John Legend once said.
John, yeah.
The man, the myth,
My favorite
the John
Beatle.
Legend.
My favorite Beatle, John Legend.
John Legend, my favorite Beatle, like that one song.
I also like Rango.
And I'll give you all. Rango the lizard.
Yeah, exactly.
John Legend, Rango.
George.
George Maharis.
George Harrison and the Hendersons. and Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Paul McCartney, but like Paul McCartney when he was on The Simpsons.
He's yellow.
Yeah. Alright, I'm drawing a fucking elliptical and it's almost done. I can't believe it.
It looks exactly like one.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
It better. Because
Well,
it definitely does, and I'm losing track of all the parts. That's it. I'm just gonna draw a real quick elliptical.
Huh?
It's a quick elliptical.
Oh.
This is kind of what ellipticals do.
It's kind of what they do.
I do like drawing characters. I just hate drawing characters interacting with things that I have to draw very straight lines.
I have a wonderful idea for a comic that I like a lot. I think I've told you about it, but the problem is that it's very... Oh shit, what just happened? Oh, we got a new best friend.
What happened?
A new follower.
Oh, slub.
Oh,
Zero
slub.
Oh, slub. All day, all day.
It's probably Zero Slub, but I like O Slub better, so that's what we call him. Oh, Slub!
Oh, slub. What's up, yo, slub?
Thanks for joining the fan club.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Looking forward to hanging out.
Yeah. Come join us. We stream every Mondays, 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, and hop in that chat because that's the whole name of the game. That's what makes this fun.
Yeah, we talk back. And we're real snappy
We're
with
sassy.
it.
We're
Yeah. We clap back all the time.
We're going to challenge you in every way you never thought was possible.
You're going to see the world different, dude. Maybe. Not really.
I
No.
want to see the world. You're going to see the world, dude.
You're going to see
take you on vacation.
You're going to see like a hobo. You're going to be like, what if that hobo had 8 arms?
And then we'll draw it for you.
Yeah, Octohobo. From the good old days.
That actually is a classic.
Yeah, we drew that. I'm done drawing this elliptical. I can't even force myself to draw the dude on an elliptical anymore.
You can help me finish my drawing if you're done.
Sure. I'm gonna give you purple shorts.
Okay, I was gonna say blue, but purple's great.
I've been playing a lot of different video games where they have like character customization and stuff in them, and I've just been giving my characters the most gaudy,
The most purple shorts.
like purple shorts, purple like leopard print like skin tight pants. I've just been giving people weird clothes, and I am living for it.
Yeah,
So,
that's how you live life.
wear weird clothing, everybody, because it's a lot of fucking fun.
When you see somebody walk by, well, there's good and bad weird clothing.
Well, yes, absolutely, but like if it's like stylish weird
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah, be stylish but be weird. I see people walk by sometimes and I'm like, well, that was unexpected, but damn, they look good.
Yeah.
And other times I'm like, that was unexpected. I wonder where they escaped from.
Yeah, exactly. Why does that person have a whole dead goose around their neck? I don't get it.
Why is the goose still half alive? That's scary.
Is this Untitled Goose Game? I don't get what's happening
Untitled
here.
Goose accessory.
Yeah. Oh, watch out. That's going to be a thing.
I'll give it a title. But
Yeah. I could, but I won't. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of like games just give my characters weird clothing. So
Yeah.
you're getting purple shorts. I did realize
yellow
when I was
shirt.
more like lime green, like tennis ball green.
Okay, perfect. I like the multiply. It plays in with the sweat I drew.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. That's it's exactly what I was hoping it would happen.
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and I'll be back, and we'll do another game or something.
All right, folks.
Going solo with Ian. Everybody's
That's
favorite
right.
segment. Solo with Ian.
Where he flails and tries to keep things.
He's gonna say things.
that
Just
I'm gonna
random
regret.
things. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, everybody. So hey, how's it going? Boy, what can we talk about while he's gone? Third Street Saints, Captain Sheepy says. You know, Brandon and I did actually play all of Saints Row 3 in co-op and Saints Row 4 in co-op, and that shit was super fun. Those games are crazy. If you can find somebody to play co-op with those games with, I highly recommend it. Although I do think 3 was better. 3 felt like it had more progression to it. In 4, they gave you the best superpowers right off the bat, and it just kind of ruins any sense of like, oh well, if I keep playing, I'll get like you get a hover bike eventually in Saints Row 3, and you don't in Saints Row 4. You don't even get a hover bike at all. I'm pretty sure. I think you get an alien hover bike, but you get like you don't have to use the hover bike. You don't have to use any of the vehicles because you can float and you can glide, and you just are super powered from the very beginning. So he's coming back, thank God. Oh goodness gracious. Boy, he's taking his time. I think he's getting another beer. That's what it sounds like. I'm almost done with my first beer. We should draw something on this drawing, but wait, before he gets back, really just... no, I told myself I wasn't going to draw penises for this show. We're going to draw some stylish glasses on his character. Here we go. Boom. That's styling right there. That's fucking style and grace. To all the ladies in the place with style and grace. Ding!
I'm back, baby!
Was that the gong?
That's the gong that signifies that I have returned.
All right.
And
How
ready
is
to draw trash?
How is the peeing and pooping out of your urethra?
Well, I didn't poop out of my urethra.
Oh,
The
good, I'm
doctors
glad.
corrected that months ago.
I'm glad they fixed it. Good.
But it was great. I feel alive for the first time.
I feel alive for the very first time.
Alright, let me
What
see
song
this.
is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's like a version from Madonna.
I mean, kind of, but I don't think those lyrics ever happened in it. But
No, they definitely don't. But
it could have been that.
I actually so I've never actually heard the original
Really?
like a version, but I have heard Weird Al's Like a Surgeon.
It's you should listen to Madonna's Like a Virgin soon. It's a song.
That's a song
It's not
that
a bad
exists.
song.
I like Material Girl.
Yeah, Madonna's, she captures pop pretty well. It's like
Catchy shit that's not.
something you need to really think about too much.
She just she's led an interesting life, and I don't.
She's
I guess
from
she's
Bay City, Michigan, where it's like 10 minutes from where I grew up.
really.
Mhm.
She is she still famous? I guess every so
She
often
doesn't-
I like.
I mean, I think she's at that age where she's like, well, I'm rich as fuck, and
Yeah.
I like was a cultural phenomenon, but I don't need to keep making stuff forever. Which is how I think I would handle fame.
Yeah, I think I would eventually just like chill out. And,
Yeah.
She probably has money and things.
Yeah,
I
if
mean.
you're like David Bowie or Prince or Madonna, I mean, they're much bigger than she is, in my opinion, but if you're someone that's like, to some people, Madonna is as big as those people.
Yeah.
If you're one of those like cultural phenomenons, at some point, just retire and enjoy life. Don't try to be like in the spotlight unless you're like addicted to fame.
Yeah. Or like if you still got like good shit to put out.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you want to still make stuff, go for it. But don't
Like,
just make it to stay relevant.
Yeah, she's probably doing like what the Olsen twins and Ben Stiller have been doing. Where,
Fashion,
Uh,
like just entrepreneurial shit.
yeah, like or like Yeah, she's probably doing like a whole bunch of like. I feel like she's coming out the book like every other year or something like that. But Ben Stiller is like, I feel like I haven't seen that dude in the movie in
He's
a while.
like directing now, and he has a production company.
Yeah, he like produces like you'll like half of like the good comedy that's come out in like the last 10 years. I'll find out that Ben Stiller financed somehow.
I can see that.
That's
like-
probably what I want to do too. I mean, if I felt like acting, sure, I'd do that. But once you've reached a certain level, you just do what you want to do.
I just like, okay, can I just like snap my fingers and then like the thing I want to see made happens? Like,
If
that's
you have
what
the
I
money for it, you can make that stuff happen.
Yeah, exactly. You're drawing I wasn't sure if you were drawing an alligator or not, so I'm drawing an alligator.
I was drawing a weird duck monster.
Interesting.
I agree. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm not sure what she's been doing with her money.
Madonna
or
is
whatever.
kind of like
Was the 80s, so.
Yeah, it's very true. She
so
was
she
very
wants to just like hang out now and
good for her.
yeah.
Shit, I mean, yeah, if you're once you
That's
get
what
like
I
a,
do.
yeah, I would just stop. Like the
What's
point
the
of
point
having
of
money.
what's the point of getting super disgustingly rich if you don't get to just like enjoy your money?
Yeah.
So what should we do on here next?
Do you want to do a comic jam? Do you want to do a rock paper pencil?
I want to do a comic jam. We haven't done one in a while.
We haven't done a comic jam in a while, so I think that's the move.
It'd be fun.
And we still got Captain Sheepy in the chat, just like
What's he been eating? Or are you
bringing
talking
out
about
the emojis.
the duck monster or the alligator?
Because the duck monster, I'm definitely curious what that dude's been eating.
What he's been eating?
Yeah.
Well, first off, he ate all the rest of the ducks,
That makes sense.
and then after that, he ate the farmer. Oh, we got Matty F in the chat as well. The Fritz man himself.
He says, "Do you guys remember how to draw a comic?" Which I
He's
think
really cutting to our core. He's really trying to hurt us.
Yeah, because we still haven't figured out how to.
Mission
fix it.
accomplished. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I mean, the fix is building a new website, but we haven't done it
Yeah.
yet.
We just haven't done that, which that's kind of.
Yeah, we know how to draw a comic, you son of a bitch.
You motherfucker!
Um,
Don't make me come over there.
so,
I will cry.
So I will say the comic jams. We've had a few, in my opinion, that have been big hits, and then a few that are not as successful. So not to put pressure on this, but I want this one to be a win.
Well, I think if Matt's gonna be putting pressure on this one, we should ask him
For a theme.
for a theme.
So Matt,
Let's ask the audience.
yeah,
Being Matt.
everybody's everybody's allowed to put in suggestions, but any suggestions for the comic jam?
Yeah, I really want to hear what Matt's gotta say because that motherfucker's got a mouth on him.
Yeah, he thinks he's clever.
Thinks he's
Thinks
so
he's
smart.
funny.
You feel like a clown.
What, just because you were on the show last
Yeah.
week? Or not last week, but last episode, you think you're better than us?
You think you're people now?
Captain Sheepy says football. And I want to hear what Matt has to say. But football's not a bad theme. I could write a good football comic.
I can write a football.
I've drawn a football once.
Oh, you have shit.
Mhm.
And you got.
Back when I was a kid and I was trying to impress other kids.
Trying to pretend
And
like
I
you like
pretend
sports.
like I like sports.
I
It's a good time.
have to pretend I like sports so much at the credit union because
Well,
people just
knock it off. Just
I
be
should just give
yourself.
Well, the thing is, like, ever since we won the Super Bowl, like, I have at least one line that I can say about sports, and it's just like, "Hey, I don't know who Tom Brady's passing to," and that's good enough. And then
Same
everyone's pretty much no. I would rather actually see how you do these legs. Let me see them legs. But yeah, I'm just always like, I don't know who Tom Brady's passing to, and people are just like, "Hey, yeah, you got that right," and then. I pretended like I know sports for at least a split second.
Hey, them balls aren't inflated.
Hey, deflate, like, who's deflating all
Deflate
these gates? Who's deflating all these gates over here? If these gates don't have air in them, how can we expect to keep the gates up? How do you expect?
Football!
Football! Also, if I really want to piss people off, I'll be like, yeah, I don't understand why we don't just hire Colin Kaepernick. Which is always fun.
I don't even know what that means.
Colin Kaepernick was the guy who he would kneel during like the national anthem, and then they were just like, "Hey, he's disrespecting the veterans," and he was just like, "I asked the veterans like how they would prefer if I do this, and they said kneeling's fine." So
he's like, "No, it has nothing to do with them." And they're like, "Yaha!
Fox News told me so, and Fox News is how I think." But let's not get political here.
I do remember that. I just didn't remember his name because it doesn't matter to me.
Because there's like just it's sports, and also there's like a new outrage every week that like somebody's mad about.
Yeah.
All right, so I've officially turned this alligator character into a Sonic the Hedgehog character.
I think he always was.
He was in heart. What's the name of this Sonic character? I gotta Google this guy now.
Matt says, by the way, over the past couple weeks, Ian saying, "I've been working at the bank and boy are my arms tired," has been popping into my head and making me laugh. That was a great line.
I'm glad. I didn't know that had such a mark.
Using that in that same way.
That's awesome. Oh, okay. His name is Vector. The crocodile's name is Vector.
What's your Victor Vector?
What? Roger. We got clearance, Clarence. I don't know who Ken Pender is, but I definitely read the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comics.
There's been every kind of Archie comics. My favorite of that is Archie Predator comics.
Archie Predator's great. Archie versus the Punisher is also interesting.
Oh my god, what is that about? Do they see like killing them?
I think Archie dies. Archie has, by the way, Archie has died before.
Why does the Punisher want to punish Archie?
I don't remember.
He's like, normally it's like, these people are criminals who helped kill my family, and then Archie's like, it's a high school kid, he's dead, I'm gonna kill him.
When notorious drug smuggler known as Red goes on the run after making a deal to turn evidence to the United States, the government asks the Punisher to locate and return him alive. Red escapes to Riverdale, where he adopts a new alias and uses his legitimate business interests to take shelter, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, the Punisher, blah blah blah. Red and Veronica arrive at the school dance, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Red forces Veronica to call her father for ransom, but she takes the opportunity to use code words to let Archie know that she's being held in a specific warehouse. Archie and his friends accompany Punisher to rescue her. At the warehouse, Punisher reveals to Red that the informant who called the cartel to the dance has agreed to testify, and Red is no longer needed alive. During the subsequent scuffle, Red automatically triggers the automatic doors that open the warehouse roof, gets his foot tangled in a rope attached to a large parade balloon. As the balloon floats away with Red attached to it, Punisher considers killing him, but does not.
So what the hell? When the hell do you think a new like crew rolled into Archie Comics and just like confused the hell out of the people that have been there for like 60 years?
Dude,
like okay, so I know you've been doing this a long time, but we're gonna add Predator to the mix now.
Well, the thing is, like, Archie Comics started out as like basically like fetish comics, anyways. Like the dude who I think drew Archie, like drew them as fetish. Like he did fetish art, I think.
I just thought it was like soap opera type shit from like.
It was, but
40s.
like Archie was always like, oh gosh, which three-way should I have? And
well, they weren't like having sex in the comics or anything. It was like
not on
this
comic.
It was like Happy Days. It was like
Happy Days.
Who should I drink my milkshake with?
But like they would always be like they were like weirdly raunchy. Like they followed like the old Golden Age comics code where you weren't allowed to portray police officers as like anything but like model, upstanding like arbiters of the law. But like they would also like they've like they were like weirdly raunchy for some reason. Like I don't know. I feel like I've seen an Archie comic or two like from somebody posting it online where they have the ones that are very like innocent like phrasings that are just innuendos nowadays, like, oh, I had to beat off 5 guys to save you, Veronica. But they also had ones where I'm just like, no, there's no misinterpreting that. That's just basically her offering a blowjob to Archie right now.
Okay.
It's weird, like,
Well,
and it's
good
not
for him.
good. Yeah, well, he was dating 2 girls at the same time, I guess, and he was always just
Well,
like,
it was always like a, you know, I think between the two, there's always like.
but he was still like a piece of shit because he was just.
I don't think it was just full on. I
girls.
don't think he's just full on dating both of them. I'm sure that happened somewhere in the plot line because it's been going on for 100 years. So
Yeah.
you have to do every story available.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely.
But I mean, I also haven't read
I don't know, and I don't know anything
very
about Archie.
little
Archie,
so.
I get a lot of fun in reading like the articles that people put online where it's just like, hey, did you ever see this fucked up thing from this classic innocent thing? And then Archie will pop up and I'll be
And
like,
on top of that, Archie versus Predator. I haven't read any of it, but it just sounds great.
it sounds so phenomenal. I do know Archie has died before in Archie
I'm
comics
sure. I mean,
from
yeah.
by gunshot wound at a dance.
He died the same way that Drake. Almost.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Drake didn't die, I don't think.
No,
when
he didn't.
grabbed
I
you.
said almost.
Almost. Oh, okay. That's fair. I do know that the Archie, like the Riverdale TV show, is fucking bananas.
I watched a few episodes and then I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not the kind of thing I would ever be able to like sit through, but like I've like read synopsises of like episodes online, and like one paragraph would just be like, Archie and his secret gang of sadomasochist thugs hang out in
So,
a warehouse as they plot their revenge.
Here's what I can give you from a few episodes of that. Basically, it is the attempt to make Twin Peaks with Archie characters.
Seriously, that's what they're trying to do there.
That's so funny.
It's like super like it's like, you know, like mystery, like characters dying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say it's like Twin Peaks esque.
Can I say one thing about
No.
Archie Sonic comics, at least? No, this isn't the forum.
You can't say it.
Oh. No.
You know what? I changed my mind. Go ahead. Say
Okay,
it.
cool. So I have a main gripe with the Sonic Archie comics.
And what is that?
Well, aside from them being atrocious, a lot of them, there is this one arc, and I was like in 5th grade again, mind you, when this came out. So its quality is probably not nearly as worth the emotional energy that I've invested into this subject matter.
Okay.
So there's a Sonic comic where Sonic the Hedgehog is framed for the murder of Sally Acorn. They have holographic footage of Sonic throwing her off of the building
That's
and
so
everything.
elaborate for Sonic.
But Sonic, he claims he would never hurt Sally. He loved Sally Acorn and she loved him. And Antoine is mad over the death of Sally, and Antoine is just like, Sally, I will kill you, or I will kill Sonic. And everyone's chasing Sonic. He's on the run from the frickin' police. And I actually didn't have all of the chapters in the arc, so I missed I had like the first 2 chapters and then the last chapter. So I was missing like chapters 3 and 4. But like the last chapter is Knuckles now is chasing Sonic. Sonic is hiding his trail. It's a rainy day. He's got a leaf attached to his back as he runs so that it covers up his footprints so they can't track him.
Well, that makes
Knuckles
no
is
sense.
hot on his Knuckles is hot on his trail. No, the science makes absolute. That's a big ass fucking leaf. But then again, he is a hedgehog, so.
A leaf will cover my trail.
Yes, it was like a weird backhoe sort of thing where it just like plows the ground behind him and.
Oh, there's
Like-
some Captain Sheepy knows about the story. He has comments.
Antoine and Bunny spied on the Wolfpack who admitted to killing Sally. So see, I didn't even know about that part. But I'll tell you how they resolved the issue in the last chapter. Was that Knuckles has finally caught Sonic. The chase is over, He's gotten cornered.
Classic Breaking Bad situation.
Exactly. Knuckles
Knuckles
what?
is Hank.
Exactly. Sonic was like, tread
is
lightly.
Walter. Sonic's like, you're goddamn right.
You're goddamn right, I killed her. Except he doesn't say that. He says, I didn't kill her.
Alright.
Knuckles is about to murder Sonic. Like,
Keep telling me, but erase this and we'll start the comic jam.
Okay, cool. Knuckles is about to murder Sonic. And then what happens?
How do Sonic characters murder each other?
By fucking, like, murder.
They just, like, do they have guns or do they, like, pound each other's head in?
Well, Sally got murdered by being thrown off of a building, but she was fine.
So that gravity, that works. Well, doesn't Sally... Who's Sally? She's the
princess, I guess, of, like, the weird...
I don't know the characters.
There's, like, a version of Sonic where it's a weird dystopian sci-fi future where Dr. Robotnik is, like, their authoritarian government, I guess.
It's like some Samurai Jack shit.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're about to. Do you want to do the first panel of this comic jam?
Let's draw the squares. Let's get the
squares down. Has Matt said anything to counteract football yet?
No, he said he agreed on football.
Okay, cool.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that right there. You guys are huge sportsmen.
We are sportsmen.
Sportsmen.
Wait, is there? Okay.
What?
No, you're good.
Okay. But yeah, so here's how they resolve the issue. Darcy the Dragon fucking swoops in as Knuckles is about to murder Sonic the Hedgehog.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts for a comic that came out 15 years ago.
Darcy
the Dragon. I know, it was next. It was the top of the pile. Darcy the Dragon swoops in and she says, Knuckles, don't kill Sonic.
No.
I believe him when he says he didn't kill Sally Acorn and dragons can't lie. And then Knuckles immediately stands down and says, well, dragons can't lie.
Oh,
you're free to go, Sonic.
What a twist.
And that's the end.
Why don't they go straight to... Wait.
The dragon?
Yeah, the dragon, right off the bat, if you're doing an investigation. Also, she says she believes him?
I guess, yeah.
So wait, that doesn't mean she knows.
Yeah,
it would be one thing if she was like, I was there, it didn't happen. But if she's like, I think he's telling the truth.
I was like...
Well, if you think so, well then, let him go. Yeah. He's free.
Yeah,
he's a free man.
That's, Captain Sheepy just posted the quote, a dragon's spoken word is fact. Knuckles. And, like, I was in 5th grade and I read that and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You, like an 11-year-old, is like,
I still think the Star Wars prequels are good and this is dog shit. What the hell?
At the time you did, right?
Yeah. Oh no. Nowadays, like it's all
learned.
I've learned.
All right, so I'm gonna give you first panel. The theme is football.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna.
Unless you want me to do first panel.
Do you have an idea for a first panel?
Nope.
Okay, so I guess I'll do it because I don't have an idea, but I will.
Well, I can do it too, but draw football.
Also, Robotnik literally permanently dies at the end of that.
Does his heart explode from too much like donuts and?
right.
Also, it's like glad we settled that. And like scene cuts to him like in his living room, and he just like slips on a banana peel and cracks his head on the coffee table.
Yeah, that's the end. That's how he's gone. Was it like at the end of that arc, or just like that the Archie comic Sonic? He just dies and is dead.
Oh, this is part of the Archie one.
Yeah, this is all from the Archie comics. Like,
when they turned to such a dark, like mystery.
Dude, it was
This comic used to be about like high school kids sleeping or not sleeping together. Now it's all convoluted. I hate it.
I can't stand this anymore. When is Archie gonna bang both of them?
Zach says, close. He snorts Sonic like cocaine and dies when his heart explodes. I think pure Sonic would make your heart explode if you snorted him.
Hello?
He's just too... Hello?
Yeah, my Discord activated.
Did you hear what I said?
Not at all.
Okay, so Zach said, close. He snorts Sonic like a cocaine and dies when his heart explodes. And I think if you did snort pure Sonic, your heart would blow up and shoot in all directions at like the speed of light.
Yeah, but if it would first play like the Sonic the Hedgehog like invincibility theme, where it's like and that's when your heart explodes right there.
Yeah. And then there's like rings explode out of your
Yeah.
chest.
All of the rings that you had up until that moment.
Yeah, and assuming at this point in your life you've had a lot of rings.
You've had a lot of rings. I mean, you don't even. The thing is, like, Sonic was always running over the rings and he would pick them up. You don't know how many rings you've walked over in your lifetime and just got added to your inventory
Yeah,
without you.
sometimes you don't even know you're stepping over a ring.
Yeah, and
You
it
just go about your
it-
business, it collects.
Yeah, you check your pockets. You're just like, what the fuck?
Where'd I get all these rings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Football comics. Here we go.
Football. Yeah.
Finally, we get to draw the thing that we're most passionate about. We're always talking about stupid video games and TV shows, but the thing we care about is football.
Yeah, people don't know how much of as a ball head we are. That's what we call football.
That's what you call football fans.
Ball heads.
Oh shit! Captain Sheepy says there's also Mega Man Archie comics.
I haven't read the Mega Man Archie comics. I've seen them.
Why the hell does this? Why the hell does this all exist?
I did used to watch the Mega Man Saturday morning cartoon when I was a kid.
I didn't know that existed either. What
Yeah,
the hell am I doing?
It was just as bad as you could imagine. Hanna-Barbera, like.
Well, I mean,
Mega Man.
a Saturday morning Mega Man comic cartoon actually sounds good, so I don't know.
Well, you remember the Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
I remember. I mean, I've seen like an episode, and I know it exists, but I don't remember it. I think it was before I was alive, honestly.
It was the Super Show. I think was maybe early. Like I remember catching the Super Show.
Oh, I thought it was like 80s. I didn't know.
I think it was like late 80s, early 90s, but you would still catch reruns at least. In the
Right.
90s.
Well, yeah, there might be reruns, but I just.
I would I think the same.
Yeah,
people who
it
made
aired
Super Mario Brothers.
in '89, so a year before I was born.
Okay, 2 years before I was born. But then, I think I was catching up. Like a lot of the cartoons I would see before school were just like the ones that they already had in chamber. Like, I guess Beetlejuice, the cartoon, was probably.
Oh, that cartoon was awesome.
That cartoon was the only Beetlejuice I had been exposed to until
Yeah,
about, like a couple
yeah.
months
My
ago.
brother, like, he had all these Beetlejuice toys, and he was a big fan. And we hadn't seen the movie yet.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, we were little kids, so probably wouldn't show that movie to a little child.
Oh, you definitely shouldn't. No. Although when I was watching it recently, I was like, "Oh, hey, it's Winona."
I do love that movie. It's a good movie.
It's a pretty good movie. I liked it.
It's stylish. It's fun. It's like
It's light on the plot, but it's all about the rest of the.
Tim
story.
Burton in his, when he's
His
still doing
prime.
fun stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen. That like dark family or whatever it's called, like with Johnny Depp as like the weird. It's like basically the Addams Family of Tim
No,
Burton.
I don't know about that.
It came out like a couple years ago, but
apparently I ignored it.
it got horrible reviews. But I want to see it just because I want to see like how bad he's gotten. Like I'm just curious.
I mean, he made Dumbo. He probably did fine with that. It's kind of like you're working with someone else's sources. Well, I guess he only works with other people's source material most of the time. But,
Yeah,
I don't know. Who knows?
yeah. And I know that
Yeah,
Danny
one.
DeVito. I know Danny DeVito is in that Dumbo movie.
He is,
Yeah.
as he deserves to be.
Yeah, he's the perfect person to pick.
I wonder if Wes Anderson will collapse into himself and become a Wes Anderson.
I'm surprised it hasn't
Or
happened
a
yet.
Tim Burton. He's getting close, but
He is
I
getting close.
still like his stuff.
I still think Grand Budapest Hotel is like one of the best movies.
Yeah,
I've
and
ever
that's one of his newest ones. And then his only movies made since then was Isle of Dogs, which I also liked. A lot of people didn't
I've heard-
like it, but I liked
A
it.
lot of people didn't like it, but I've heard, from the people who did like it that they really liked
the
it.
first time I saw it, me and Morgan just got back from a week-long cruise, and I had been wanting to see it for a long time. So like the moment it was like, it was one of those things that like started limited theaters for a while.
Yeah.
So we got back, and I'm like, it's available. Let's go see it. And we both slept through it. We like passed out immediately.
So you passed out, so you didn't even get to really see it.
Yeah.
You guys
So then I watched it again when it was like available on HBO or something,
some streaming service.
Yeah. And I really liked it. It was good.
Huh. I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
There's,
and I like stop motion. That's always awesome. If somebody's willing to put in the time.
I still haven't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, but everyone says that
Fantastic
he also...
Mr. Fox is way better than I Love Dogs. Watch that one first.
Yeah, people say
it's really great.
Like, I love the animation from what I've seen in that movie. I just
watch it tonight after this. It's awesome.
Right. Are we gonna play games?
I mean, we can do that too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for whatever, really, but.
Okay, can I start drawing the next panel? I kind of
yeah.
got the idea. If you're gonna start coloring, I'll start drawing.
Yeah, that's why I put the words in. I was like, this way you can sort of get a head start. But yeah, I want to see that really terrible Tim Burton movie because, as you know, I love
bad movies. You cut out a little bit, but I had an idea what you were gonna say. Hello? Oh no, we lost Ian. Guys, I don't know what to do without him. Shit. Aw, shit. Fuck. Aw, no. Zach, call your parents. They need to know what has happened. This is horrible.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. Never mind, Zach. Cancel that.
Cancel the 911 call.
I told him to call your parents.
Oh no! Don't.
He's gone. We miss him. He's gone.
We missed him. He's dead. He died. Rest in peace, that stupid bitch. No, I'm still alive. I'm alive and well. I'm not sure what Discord is doing tonight, but Discord is
well, it's not
feeling some type of way.
At least.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I've had worse Discord issues.
Yes.
So hey, speaking of video games, we were talking about playing the games after this. What kind of games you been playing lately?
Okay, so like most of today, because Mondays are like, well, actually I've been actually pretty busy today, but I played a lot of Void Bastards today. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Zach's been playing. Zach, you can actually thank. Zach can thank you for the fact that he played Void Bastards, because I would not have. Well, you're the one who first of all convinced me to get Xbox Game Pass, which, by the way, thank you.
It's great. It's great.
I have been playing crazy amounts of games that I didn't.
It's worth it, especially at least for the first month, where it's only like $1.
Yeah, exactly. And then like $15 afterwards. Like I've already played. Like I'm playing the Surge right now, which
I got you, Zach. I got you.
I'll get into that. I'll get into that after you're done talking about your games. But yeah, like it's just Xbox games.
So I've been playing that. I've been playing Outer Worlds, which is
so good. So good. Outer Worlds is so good. It's like if you imagine if you played Fallout, but it's like nowadays, and also when you walked into people's houses, there wasn't a loading screen. Like you just go in their fucking house. It's great. That's like they took the only thing I needed out of Fallout and they added it into the game, which was a lack of loading screens when walking into like tiny buildings.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. I don't know. I think that's about it. Really, right now. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna take this moment since you're like praising my suggestions. Zach, watch Primal.
Yes.
Ian is not selling it enough for you, clearly, because I know. Yes, watch it. It's gonna be your jam. Like I watch this and I'm like, Ian would like this. His brother would really like this.
Yeah. When you told me about it, I was like,
it's fucking awesome. I like almost want to watch it a second time now. I think I'm going to. It's a great show, and the animation is beautiful, and it's just
great.
It's Genndy Tartakovsky.
I don't even know how to say his name.
Genndy Tartakovsky, but he's doing Samurai Jack. If it was like cavemen, is that? Am I about hitting the nail?
I mean, I've watched the newest season of Samurai Jack. I'm like halfway through it, but no, it's even darker than that. It's just like full on. Like the animation is way better than Samurai Jack. It's way darker. It's way gorier, honestly, in some episodes. It's just like so well done, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just and there's no there's no words, no dialogue.
Because I remember you telling me about that too, because we were talking about when you told me that. I said, "Oh, it's like that episode with the shadow creature from Samurai Jack," and you said that was like exactly the like sort of vibe that he was going for because he received such a positive reception for that episode of Samurai Jack.
Exactly. There's no dialogue. It's like that episode. It's just solid, and it's like
I can't recommend it more. And I've been telling everybody about it, and everybody's like, "Oh, cool," but nobody watches it because it's like this obscure 5-episode thing on Adult Swim.
I've just been bad about watching things lately. I need to really sit myself down.
If I can tell you one thing to watch, that's like top of the list.
It's that because I would get it done in like 20 minutes, or like not even 20 minutes, but like like an hour maybe. Like it's you said it's very short and it's
Here's
a quick.
The thing: I never like
pay to watch anything. Like
I
find places to stream it, and this I couldn't find it within like the day after, so I like rented it on whatever YouTube or something. I paid like $2 for it just because I was like, I need to see this. That's how much I love it.
So that's pretty high praise right there.
That's the praise I can give. I paid to watch it. I didn't steal it. Like
that's for millennial praise. That's pretty high.
Yeah, watch it, please.
Everybody watching this, watch it. You will
watch
love it.
Primal.
The animation is beautiful and awesome.
I mean, Genndy Tartakovsky has always been good, but this is
as far as like he's always very stylized, and this is too. But this is the top of the line as far as like quality of animation. It's like amazing to look at. There's a reason that they've only made 5, and they're like, well, we might make more, but it might be a year. Like.
I do appreciate that. Like that dude is always just trying to push the medium. Like he's always like, he's never satisfied with just like, oh yeah, I want an animation, and like you're gonna watch it and be like, oh that was cool. Like no, Genndy Tartakovsky always wants you to be fucking like wowed by the shit
and
that you're.
I have I felt that way about a lot of his stuff. I love Samurai Jack, but this is like a new level of wowing. It's just like. It's like that, like, every time an animation sometimes does, like, that hand-drawn shit where it's, like, just, like, you don't see it anymore because everything's made, like, in a computer.
And it's all, like, puppet style now where
this is just, like, beautiful. And then, like, it's just really well made. The story's great, and, like, it's just metal as hell. It's like a caveman, like, befriending a dinosaur. Like a T-Rex, and they just work together. They both like experience like some form of loss, not to like spoil anything, but they both like kind of see eye to eye in a way, and then they just the first few episodes are them like learning to get along because one's like a man
T-Rex.
and the other one's a T-Rex. But then it's just like once they're like together, it's just like metal as hell. It could be. I just can't praise it enough. I love it so much. It's so good.
Well, that sounds. You've got me convinced. I mean, I was already gonna check it out eventually. Whenever I got around to watching things.
You should. Like if you have the app on your phone, it's like I think it's all free right there.
Nice. On the adult Adult Swim app, right? Because it's an Adult Swim thing.
No reason to not watch it. It's all right there.
Yeah, Adult Swim is. I love their
marketing's great.
They
like make it possible to watch it. They don't make make it like this big thing like, oh well, you gotta subscribe to this and that and this and that, and it's like, oh, you want to watch it? Well then here you go, because they understand that that's how you get fans and that's how you get money from viewers.
Yeah, well, I was thinking like today, like why doesn't any other place do like basically like what Adult Swim's doing? Like you just have a channel, you put your entire catalog on your website, and then you just like charge, or you just do like advertising like YouTube does, because clearly the YouTube ad money makes them like fucking bank. So like, could you imagine if like you just were a channel like Adult Swim or TNT? Every show you've ever produced was on your website. You had to watch ads when you're watching it, but you could still watch the shows. You don't got to pay any money.
Yeah, you're basically a streaming service, but you don't have to like have subscribers.
Like YouTube rakes in that money, and they don't even make the content. Like,
yeah,
it'd be incredible. All right, I'm gonna do the next panel because looks like I think I get the gist of what's happening here.
Yeah, I don't know what to do after this, but there you go.
I got an idea.
Yeah, well, that's up to you. Yeah.
So that's the beauty of comic jams, is one person gets stuck, and
well, I didn't draw this knowing what was gonna happen next.
well, I know, but you know, if I had no idea, like I wrote the guy saying hike because I literally had no idea what
You
to do.
didn't know what I was gonna do, and then
Exactly.
here we go.
I was like, well, fucking, if I do the guy hiking the ball, like, at least I don't gotta figure out the fucking angle of this comic.
So I'm playing the one song you wrote. I think it's track 9, and it's like.
Oh yeah, the spacey.
It reminds me so much. You wouldn't know it because you haven't been there, but it reminds me so much of the music they play in the Millennium Force line at Cedar Point. This is like, it sounds so close to what they play. It's like. Hello? 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 I agree with you, Zach. Your brother wrote it. But he disappeared. He was getting criticism for the song he wrote, now he ran away. Like a wee baby. Is that your final answer? You said, Zachary Quinto. Is that your final answer? Gosh. You know, I really want to win $1 million. It's all I've ever wanted to do, but, shucks. Can I call a friend? Sure! Sure you can, buddy! Who do you want to call? I want to call my Uncle Gerald. Uncle Gerald. He knows everything about Zachary Quinto. Call Uncle Gerald. Alright. We can do that. I do want you to know that we're in California now, but in Eastern Standard Time for Uncle Gerald, it's going to be 4 in the morning. Call Uncle Gerald. He knows.
Hello?
Oh.
Uncle Gerald?
Welcome
Yeah, he
back.
knows.
I was doing a bit.
So what were you saying about the lovely music I made? Zach says it's...
So
okay.
Zach says it sounds like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? No, it sounds so much like the waiting music in Millennium Force, which is a ride at Cedar Point.
That's awesome.
It sounds like almost identical. And yeah, it reminds me of that. When we go eventually,
Okay.
I will point it out.
Please, I can't wait to. I'll be like excited to hear this.
And that's the best ride of the park. So when you hear this music, you're about to have the most fun you've ever had.
Sick. I fucking love amusement parks. I can't wait for us to do that trip too.
It's like the best part of the country, I think. Honestly, it's won that award many times, and I feel that way.
And I mean, I would trust your opinion on amusement parks, because I don't know if the DrawBomb people know this, but you're a little bit of an amusement park aficionado. I like them. I go to them. You visits them every while. I'll be like, hey, what you doing this weekend? And you'll be like, I am driving across the country to an amusement park to ride the rides. And I'll be like, I'm always fucking love that idea. You say that a decent amount of times at least. But I'm always like, that's fucking dope. I wish I had...
Great, and it's like kind of right between us. It's a little bit closer to me, so that's not fair.
Yeah, but it's still I mean it's still close enough where it's still a trip for both of us, and I don't have to drive, a million miles. Like
it might still be better to fly.
I'm 100% gonna fly, but it's still a trip.
It's time for me to fly.
I believe it's time for me to fly.
Time for me to fly. Hey, shimmy, 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 fly. Time for me to fly. Yeah.
Speaking of music, we played comedy night last night.
Oh man.
Oh,
it was a terrible game.
boy.
That's what I
God
expected.
damn. It was basically Racism Simulator 2017.
Yeah, but I mean that's just any form of
That's the internet.
any form of like soapbox on the internet, and this
Yeah.
game is that.
Yeah, it's very much Soapbox Simulator. But wow, the community there is toxic.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Is it because it's like a game where you're supposed to just listen to other people? And that
It's
makes
because
people
you have
feel
a soapbox with anonymity, and that's
Yeah.
what gives people. They say like bad words and run away, and nobody knows who did it.
Yeah, it's just
It's like racism release.
well, and like I have to wonder, like, does the fact that it's like a comedy game, like, do people think
Oh.
they're being funny
No.
and like?
I think it was just like. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think if it was like a game
Okay.
that was like. TED Talk Simulator, it'd be the
Yeah.
same thing.
That's very true. Oh, TED Talk Simulator would be 100% worse. I actually think. Like I could just see like the
But
horrible.
I think it
things.
would be the same thing. I think people just like, ooh, a platform.
Oh yeah, let me just say the end.
I get put on stage and everyone has to listen, and that's the end of it.
Yep. Although I will say I think I was most confused by the very first person we saw on stage.
I don't remember what that was though.
That was the guy. I'll do his whole stand-up bit for you. It was so there's this guy.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was. That was.
I
it.
think he thought that was a bit. He thought that was funny.
I guess he thought that was hilarious, and I let him know.
That it
Let him
wasn't.
know that. I
You
didn't think
were
that was
you were
very-
the DJ immediately, and then you
I
came out like,
was.
"Oh, who was that guy? Ha! Get him off the stage." Next up, we got Boner Fart 69 coming up strong. Boner Fart 69. I hope he has some great jokes coming up. And then that guy came up and he said like the N word, and then you're like, "Oh no, that was not what I was looking for." All right, next up we got fuck shit piss. Fuck shit
78.
piss 78 coming in strong. I'm sure he's got some great jokes. And then that guy was like,
N-word.
yeah, the N word. You're like, whoa, yo. We're gonna be out of business soon. Up next we got, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I did not like you. If I had to be like physically on that stage, like doing what I was doing,
You would have
on that
had
game-
so much flop sweat that you would
Exactly, I'd be wiping my brow constantly. Oh boy! Looks like the last guy. He felt like saying the N-word a whole bunch. Okay, next guy hopefully doesn't say the N-word.
I'm gonna call my lawyer. Well, this next comic's on stage.
Oh boy! And then the guy would say the N-word, and then I'd be like, oh,
It's a bad game. I think your microphone exploded again.
hello.
Hello.
Hey. Okay. Looks like you figured out how. What is happening on Discord when that happens for you, at least?
You just go silent.
Oh, mine starts like logging me in and out of the call, like.
Sounds like your internet is struggling. Maybe I don't know.
I'm not sure because like when I check the chat over, like the stream doesn't let up at all. Like.
I don't know.
So
I don't
weird.
know what causes that. What's the new one?
I'm not sure. Oh well.
All right, so we gotta finish this comic. No super rush, but it is
Yeah.
9:43.
These past 2 hours have flown by.
This has been a great episode for me, at least. I've been having a blast.
I've been having a good time. I feel like we're really starting to come into our own here. If people don't mind us pulling back the curtain a little bit on the show, breaking the fourth wall here. Oh boy, these hands turned out real ET-like.
No, they're good hands. They're great hands. I love
They're
those
great
hands.
Speaking of the Sonic Archie comics, I used to like study the way they drew hands in those Sonic comics because they always drew like phenomenal.
In the Sonic Archie ones?
Yeah,
Wow,
they
it's
do
so
really good
specific.
hands.
I
I know.
want to look those up.
I will as soon as you can. Look them up, or I will find you examples.
I have a friend that she draws amazing hands. Everything
yeah?
she does, and I just like everything she posts. I just look at it. I'm like, God damn.
I've
And I want to be this good.
I get really jealous of people who have really good like composition in their art now. Like that's just like the one thing I feel like I'm still struggling is like coming up with like real solid like just spacing, getting the good ratios, doing the rule of thirds, etc., etc. I feel like
Is that a fan that you're drawing? Did your chat kill again? Did it die out? It's a damn shame. Well, Ian's gone. Forever, I think. He's still drawing, but I think he died. It's his ghost now. It's a good thing his ghost has talent. Bless him. We're gonna miss him. Yes, Zach, I see it too. It's this draw pile is clearly haunted. Strange to observe action from the other side. For rare. His ghost will draw a crowd forever. 100 years from now, there'll be 1,000 people in the crowd. Well, I guess I should get drawing, you know. That's what a spirit would want. Ian, if you can hear this, I can't hear you at all right now, so I want to figure that out. $100 years. Yeah, well, you know, that's the way you get it done is you hire a ghost. Top Gacho is goats. I'm not offline though. I'm online. I'm streaming. So, who's the asshole liar now? I think it's you. Why didn't you stop lying? Did you ever think about that?
God, Zach, has he lied all his life like he is right now? Because I am downright sick of it. I am sick to the core. I'm gonna puke. I think I might puke. I'm considering puking. I don't know if I will. I'm debating right now. Zach, should I puke? Welcome back.
Oh my god, the ether is so strange.
How's death?
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
I don't know. Discord was telling me you were offline the whole time. It was really strange.
It's not true.
You were online?
I was online.
You were...
In fact, I was streaming the whole time. The stream never went down, so...
Yeah, my stream... It's weird. Like, my stream has been, like, showing you drawing and, like, updating it. Like, I don't get it. If we were truly having internet issues, then the DrawPod would have kicked me out like 8 times. So I really do think Discord's having some weird server issues right now.
That could be. Oh well.
I see you got the idea that I was hoping you would do.
Yes,
for,
I'm very happy with the turnout so far.
Awesome. What were we talking about before I turned into a ghost? God, I don't even remember.
I don't know. Who knows whatever happened before you died?
I know. Who knows what happens after we die? Wow.
I do. Do you want to know?
Yeah, please tell me.
It's a long line for a all-you-can-eat buffet, but the line
Lasts as long as you sinned.
Interesting. So I'm gonna be there forever
Yeah, me too.
because of all the murders.
Huh?
Nothing. Hey, boy, I've been playing The Surge.
How's that been?
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's like, if you talked to the developers of The Surge and you asked them what the game they made was, they'd be like, oh yeah, we made sci-fi Dark Souls. And you'd be like, oh, so you're okay with that? And they're like, no, we copied everything that Dark Souls does and just made it with exoskeletons and like mechs. And that's fine. It's great because
it's like Fortnite meets PUBG.
Yeah, exactly. Like Fortnite just stole literally everything PUBG did, and this is what The Surge has done, and I'm okay with it because they did a pretty good job. So I really can't complain. It's like if you wanted to play more Dark Souls, but like maybe a different aesthetic, play The Surge because it's Dark Souls. It's sci-fi Dark Souls with a little bit of Banjo-Kazooie in it.
Well, Dark Souls is not a brand new game, so maybe that's a good thing that there's more Dark Souls for everyone.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
I said maybe it's a good thing that there's more Dark Souls for everyone to enjoy. Now that it's been out such a long time, there's new stuff that even if it's a copy, that's not a bad thing if it's been a while since the new one.
Yeah, I mean, I also
more of the stuff you love.
If I was like the dudes who made Dark Souls, I would be fucking thrilled that people liked my game so much they just straight up copied every mechanic from it and like put a new skin on it.
Right.
Like
everything Dark Souls came out when Dark Souls came out. That's a problem, but
yeah.
But this is like, hey, keeping the theme alive. People will be happy.
Yeah, exactly. It's really fun too. Like they did a good job with the combat. The combat feels really nice, and it is also they do a really good job with the game where getting better does actually have like a tangible like. I was at like in the beginning I was pretty stuck because I just could not fucking progress, and then I just kind of figured out how to fight better, and then I started fucking just dominating. And that's a good feeling, and that's cool that they managed to really replicate that. Yeah, it's good they managed to replicate that from Dark Souls. So, sure, they copied everything off of it, but they have a pretty cool story, I think, with it so far that I think is fairly interesting.
Have you played Bloodborne?
No, but I really fucking want to. I've heard it's so good. This game, I know Bloodborne has more dodging than it does like rolling around to like avoid enemy attacks and stuff like that. And I do think that the Surge maybe did borrow some of the combat from Bloodborne, because you can do a combo of blocking and like the quick dodges. So the combat has a cool fluid feel to it.
Alright.
Yeah, they did pretty good with it.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's on Xbox Game Pass for the next 2 days. So
Oh,
that's why I decided to pick it up, is because they're like, hey, it's coming off in like 3 days, and I was just like,
you're gonna be so sad when it's gone.
I know. Well, I hear it's like always $6, like on sale on Steam, like constantly. So
Alright.
should be fun.
It's a good way to test a game, make sure it's worth buying.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's pretty good, and they also have a sequel out. Like they've come out since with the Surge 2. So when I'm done with the Surge,
You have the
buddy,
Surge too!
I got even more to play.
You have double Surge.
That's right. I'm Surge. They call me the Surge Protector.
You're gonna be surging for years.
That's right. I'm surging all over the fucking place, baby. Sorry, I didn't mean to equate a surge with ejaculation. I don't know why my mind
why do you
keeps
say
going
ejaculation?
there.
Because you said
Ejaculation.
baby?
No, what? No, what? Is that what you?
Well, you don't mean baby like a child. You mean baby like baby. Like.
Well, I said because I'm gonna surge all over the place.
Oh,
like,
I see.
yeah. No, I think you're fucked up, dude. Like.
No, I mean baby doesn't mean a baby.
Frickin' weirdo.
Hey,
God,
shut up!
This guy.
You shut your mouth, don't you spread bad.
Is that Liza Lander? Is that
Yeah,
libel?
I'll get my lawyers on your case real quick. They're
Gonna
coming
sue
in hot.
DrawBomb.
Those lawyers coming in hot.
Lawyers coming in hot. Coming in 50 miles per hour.
Well,
40.
you better watch out. You're gonna blow your head
That's
off.
not slowing down in time. Oh no! Oh god!
Ah, watch out!
The lawyers crashed. There's lawyers everywhere.
Oh my god. It's
Oh,
a
no.
pandemonium.
Oh,
Oh, humanity.
Oh god!
There's lawyers spilled all over the street.
Somebody call 911 and my lawyer. Oh no! He's coming in hot. Oh no!
Oh shit.
I just like imagine like one of those handheld like in the movies where they have like a handheld camera and it like zooms in on like the thing and like, oh no, look out, watch out. I fucking love that
What is it,
trope.
just like a bus of lawyers?
Yeah, or I was
no!
imagining like a bunch of lawyers kind of like flying into Earth from
Someone
space.
slow this bus down!
This bus is going over 50 miles per hour.
We're all in trouble!
Why is your lawyer Ray Romano? Is that?
Yeah!
Everyone loves me.
TV hasn't been great for me in the past few years.
No. Yeah, no. That's funny. No, but I imagine a bunch of lawyers like Halo dropping in from space.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Or like, this is for anybody in the crowd, but in Legend of Zelda when they're like, this is how the 3 goddesses came to the world, and like they're flying in and like they got like the fire from the enormous speed.
Love it.
That's what I'm imagining, but with dudes with briefcases. Hey! I'm not gonna like individually color these dudes. I'm just gonna do it all like. I think that's pretty much the most color I'm gonna give that crowd right there.
I think that's good.
Yeah. It's about the artistic nature of it, not so much portraying the realism of the situation.
I hope you like my addition.
I love it. This kind of looks like a Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic. Remember the good old days when that dude was posting comics every day?
I didn't know he stopped, but that's because I haven't read them in a long time.
That's why you haven't read them in a long time, is because he stopped.
That's,
But it's cool. He was like, yeah. He was
How
just
could
like,
you?
yeah.
You couldn't be forever, you know?
No. And he was kind of just like, yeah, I just wanted to enjoy my life a little bit more. And I was just like, fucking fair, dude. Go for it.
I'm gonna
Alright,
finish your drawing, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Hold on.
Ian Solo!
Oh no, it's me, Solo again! What? Party to the people in the house. We got 4 viewers. I can't believe we have any. Keep it up, everybody. He's definitely getting another beer. That's why he left it, isn't it? I can hear the bottles rattling around right now. That's fine. You know, some of us don't need to drink to party, even though I'm still on my first beer. I brought a beer too. That's why we're late. It's because I had to stop to get a beer. Delicious. Blue Moon, everybody. It tastes like oranges. We're definitely not sponsored. If Blue Moon wants to sponsor us, like, fucking hell yeah, I'm down for that. We don't have kids watching this show, or at least they shouldn't be. If Zach, if you're out there and if you're under the age of 18, even though you're my brother and you're definitely not, because I know how old you are, get out of here. Don't. This is not for minors. I can still hear him slamming around that refrigerator door, and I'm not sure if he's grabbing like baby carrots or more beer. Maybe he already drank the first beer he was getting. Zach says he's leaving, so clearly I called him out. I've been having such a hard time coloring these words in, and I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Am I still talking? Yes, of course I am, because I have to, because I'm by myself. And this is not a normal stream. This is a talk shows and podcasts. I don't know if you folks saw the different label we have for the stream. We're trying it in this category because this is kind of a talk show / podcast. And I think it's going to be easier for us to maybe reach some sort of audience in this category. That's a little bit of a breaking the fourth wall for you folks there. She's still gone. He still hasn't come back yet. Really floundering here. Oh my god, he's back, isn't he? I can hear him putting the headphones on right now. Hello?
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back.
Did it.
Man.
What?
I was like a dog. I was like a dog waiting for their owner to come home.
I'm so sorry. Are you jumping at the door?
Is he ever gonna come back? This feels like
shit on the
forever.
floor and scratch it at the furniture.
I have fucked up some lamps in this apartment, so sorry. You're just gonna have to put those together again.
So we're at 10 o'clock now. Do you still want to do a rock, paper, pencil after this, or do you want to just call it?
So, I mean, we did start this podcast like 15 minutes late.
True.
So I feel
think
like
we should still do one. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So let's do a rock, paper, pencil. I am almost done doing the most laborious coloring I've ever done.
I'm fine with that coloring. I think comics, like, they're artistic in their simplicity sometimes.
Oh, I'm just really talking about trying to get this white color to just be the words on Twitch.
Let me try this old tool. I've never used it before.
Oh man, I gotta say, I've become spoiled with Clip Studio Paint because the fill tool works so well in that program. Oh man, that actually did help out a lot.
It worked pretty good.
That worked pretty solid. I think that's fine with me.
I'm gonna unfill some of the stuff, but other than that, it's good to go.
Yeah.
Do you want that stripe to be undone or no?
Nah, it's fine with me. I don't. I truly.
Let me save this.
I love the blow, by the way, like the sound effect being like blow.
That's one of my favorite sound effects.
Blow. I love how I started off with the guy being 89 and you put it as 69 just because that was the joke in my head was 89, dude.
Alright, well I just reverted that back to the classic.
Yeah, you went back to the original.
Why did Zach leave?
Because I told anyone who was under 18 that they shouldn't be watching.
Oh, he is a young boy.
He's a young man. He's a strapping young lad.
Oh, strapping. Very strapping.
Very strapping. What is that word? I'm looking that up real quick.
It means like fit.
Big and strong.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to come back out there again. I miss you guys. And Zach too. Like,
He was so nice.
Yeah,
He was so like enthusiastic to meet me, even though like he had no reason to be. It was awesome. It was a great time. I miss you guys.
I talk about you a lot, so he's...
Yeah, but he was just like, even like the last day before I left, he's like, well, I gotta see Brandon again before I go.
Aw, that's
like,
true.
God bless you, Zach. God bless you.
That's sweet. Yeah, we anytime you want to come back out, we'd be happy to have you.
I will definitely be out there again.
Awesome. We're definitely gonna make the trip. I'm definitely gonna make the trip out to Massachusetts, or not Massachusetts. Michigan. I'm definitely gonna come out to Michigan first because that's just gonna be a lot easier. You guys already have
maybe we'll make it out there in like I know it'll be soon after, but maybe like spring or something would be good for us.
That'd be dope.
We could do that.
Hey,
I mean, if it works for you, I know you're like in between places, kind of.
Look, the sooner the better. The more I get to see you, the happier I am.
Right.
I am fine with whatever.
Sir Fudge Pops, hello.
Hello, welcome back. We're happy to have you. Thank you so much.
You made it for the last 10 minutes of the show.
You were such an important part of the last episode. We really appreciate you coming back to play the role again.
Sir Fudge Pops is...
He's
the man.
What was their, if he's okay with it, what was their real life name? I don't remember.
I don't remember. No, I'm glad you were eating a lot of food. You were living your best life. That's what you should be doing.
Live the best
Drake.
you can. Because
it's Drake.
Drake. That's right. We did mention a Drake earlier today.
So.
Alright, so.
Time for the last segment.
Last segment of the show, everybody. You all know it. You all love it. If you don't know it, you will love it. And if you don't love it, do you at least love us? It's rock, paper, pencil, everybody. I haven't come up with a musical sting yet for rock, paper, pencil, but God, that'd be fucking sweet.
You should do it.
I should absolutely do it. I mean, I've already come up with 2 hours and 8 minutes of fucking like music for this podcast. So if I do like a 15-second musical sting, how much time can it really take?
Do it. It should be really short.
Rick, Peter, and what is that? Oh, that's a pencil right there.
Yeah,
it's a broken one. Peter, hey Peter. You know what's funny is on Twitter I saw recently somebody posted about the Family Guy MMO we tried out like way back in the day.
Oh shit! Does that still exist?
No, it got taken down not even long after we played it.
It needs to go down.
Yeah, that thing was subpar. But we played it for like at least an hour.
Maybe. Close.
It was fun.
If not.
The only fun part about that MMO was playing it with you because we were doing stupid.
Terrible.
It was so bad. It was just not good, and it looked bad. And
not everything needs a game or MMO.
No, absolutely not. That thing was. Whew. It's like imagine if you played Elder Scrolls Online, but I don't know. It's still pretty much the same amount of fun. They're both. Look, I don't play a lot of MMOs. I'm sure if you like an MMO, maybe you would have been into the Family Guy MMO. I can't tell you. Hey Lois, what's the theme for today's rock paper pencil? And by Lois, the chat is Lois, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling the chat.
Lois?
The chat is just called Lois now. Come on, Lois, what's up?
Hello, chat. Give us some ideas for this rock, paper, pencil. And if you are not familiar, just give us a vague theme.
Very
not
vague.
something that's like, sharks wearing hats. Something more that can be more like...
So Sir Fudge Pop says indie games. That's a pretty
good one. I'm still open to some more ideas if anybody is willing to submit.
Yeah.
But that is a good idea. Thank you.
If you have any more ideas, Lois, throw them out there. But
Lois.
I do think indie games is a pretty solid one. I think we could probably do some stuff with that. But we'd like to get a bit of a we like to have some options. Who doesn't like to have options? You know.
I love options. I've been saying that for years.
He has been. Oh my god.
I'm always talking about how much I love options.
Always talking about the options.
When I play a video game, the first thing I do, go to the options.
Yeah.
I go in there. Zach says big farts. That's very specific. If you would have
That's
said
a
farts,
very specific kind. Yeah.
then that would have left it more open. But you even like narrowed down the size of the farts.
Yeah, we can't. So we would have normally taken farts as a suggestion.
If you
but
said like
since it's big
gastral emissions,
gastrointestinal distress.
that would have left it more open. So, just a word for all who are, want to give suggestions in the future. Don't be a Zach.
Don't be a Zach. Yeah, Lois, don't be a Zach.
Failed products. Ooh, I like that more than any games.
I think a listed
Zach,
as
see, you made the same problem again. He said smaller farts. The problem is
Zach.
You're not. He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it.
Zach, we'll get Zach. Look, I'll
We're
talk to you about
him
it.
Take him aside later.
I'll take him aside. Yeah, we'll
gotta
talk
take
about
him
it.
aside.
Really gotta get this boy right. I do like the idea of failed products, though. I think.
You want to go with that?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid.
All right. I like that too.
All right.
Failed products it is.
Failed products, everybody. Am I just gonna block all of the BC chapters or
Sure.
BC layers? Wait, except for BC 1, because that's
Yeah,
where you.
I'll do it on everything but that.
And I'm gonna switch my tab away. Well, I'm going to pause the stream so that I don't see what you're drawing.
Yeah,
anymore.
don't look at the stream. And then I'll block all yours real quick. Ian 1 through 4.
Yes. All right, Lois. Thank you so much for the suggestions for the categories. Failed products.
Zach
the
is
one.
really confused. He just doesn't understand. He said rank farts. You see, all the things that have adjectives, you're failing. You're just,
Yeah, you really just
you're
need to
not-
say
yeah.
farts.
Yeah, if you would have said farts, it would have been way better. But he's confused, clearly.
And we can't just take farts if you don't say just farts. Like, we could have easily said, oh, big farts. Well, what if we just did farts? We could have done that, but we can't because you didn't
Clearly
say
not.
it.
Alright,
You
so
didn't say just farts.
failed products.
All right. Here we go!
And they're should we go with like fighting each other or just better drawing?
Just, not better drawing, but like if they fought each other.
Okay, if they fought each other, okay.
Yeah. I gotta think of one now. Oh boy. Farts Throughout History. Now that's a documentary I would watch though. I used to have this weird Japanese kids book called The Gas We Pass. And it was just about like, hey, fucking you fart, people fucking fart. You fart away. It was really weird.
So it's great.
It was not. There was no educational value to that book whatsoever. Failed product.
Oh, I see you drawing.
Yep, I figured it out.
Wait, you're on Ian 4. Hold on, stop drawing for a second.
Oh, man.
Your thing's unblocked for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Are we
Am I
blocked?
good?
You're good now.
Cool. So have you had a chance? Are you playing the music I made for the stream like
Oh, yeah.
randomized? Is it like all in order of like track 1 through whatever number I have, or are you like?
It's in order. We're at track
Okay.
14 right now. So the
Interesting.
last track, we just got to it.
Perfect. So that's pretty good timing, I would say. Did you enjoy track 5, the tasty synth jam that I cooked up?
I've been enjoying them all, but I'll have to like click on it to actually know what that was. It's hard for me to know track by track what I've been listening to.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Because
I've been talking to you and not really looking.
How
at it.
dare you talk to me? Listen, pay attention to the music, Brandon. No,
We should mention though, all this music that's been playing the whole show has been made by Ian, which is very impressive
Yeah.
to me. It's
Thank you.
great stuff.
We got tired of Twitch blocking the audio on the on the videos, and also like YouTube copyright claiming all of them. They were just constantly like,
They wanted our money.
yeah, they wanted to send all of our money to the Universal Music Group, which like, dude, they don't need it. They already got it.
They're universal. They have it.
Exactly, they're the whole universe.
The whole universe full of money.
And yeah, they're all the money in the whole universe. They have it because they're the Universal Music Group
That's all.
and all the music. But yeah, like I guess you were playing a royalty-free playlist, and they would use samples.
Wasn't that royalty free?
It wasn't as royalty-free as one would. I mean, it was still pretty royalty-free. They just had very strict standards over there at YouTube and Twitch, I guess. But no, never fear, no. We,
Yeah, a talented musician on our side, so we're good now.
yeah, who's that?
You.
Oh, okay, cool. All right,
It's great news. I'm the
That's
talented
great.
one? Fantastic.
that's not okay. Sure, if you think so. I mean, all right.
I do think so.
Yay. All right, I'm pretty much knocking this drawing out of the park here.
Oh, me
It's
too,
going-
but you're gonna lose, though.
I mean, I haven't won yet, so I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I'm glad you're accepting it now, because...
You know, once can be chance, twice may be an anomaly, 3 times is still pretty, you know, that can happen sometimes. 4 times, you know, you really tried, but sometimes it just doesn't quite cut it. 5 times, you know, you really did your best, but sometimes it just ain't working out for you. 6 times, you know, 6 times in a row is starting to look pretty not good
Matt
for your chances
says-
right there.
Sorry, Matt Fritzler says, play Who Likes to Party by Kevin MacLeod for 2 straight hours. So,
For the remainder of the show, I'm
Who
gonna
likes-
play that, I think.
That's what he used to play on his podcast, I'm pretty sure, and I will say I fucking love that guy's music, so.
I think it's a Harmon Town song.
Is it really?
That they used to play on the show all the time. If it's the one that I'm thinking he's talking about, I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, he knows. It is, but I'm gonna play it for the rest of the show
Yay!
since we don't have much more.
I still got a couple of songs I gotta flesh out, and then we'll have definitely over 2 hours, but I also want to have it so that like you can randomize the playlist and you just sometimes won't even hear a whole song. So I'm gonna keep on cooking up some tasty jams for the podcast, for the show.
This is a great song. It's playing right now.
Have someone bang pots and pans behind you for the rest of your natural born lives. I was actually thinking of doing the thing where like you go to New Orleans and then you pay the parade to like follow you around for the whole day.
It'd be great.
That would be so fun.
That's what
I want.
we want to visit each other, but we should go somewhere together.
I agree. I would love to go to like New Orleans or something like that.
Yeah,
Dude. That'd
it'd
be
be a
so
blast.
fucking fun. Or like Disneyland or some shit. Like do
Yeah.
a Disneyland trip.
I've never been to Disneyland.
Really? Last time I was there, I was
My
like
parents
8.
don't love me, so I've never been.
Yeah, they don't. Clearly. Fuck them, man. Jesus.
My name is MC John. I like to mow the lawn.
What?
That's the song that plays on
Harmontown. That show's ending, but when it was on, he used to rap along with all his like royalty-free music that they play.
Oh
That
yeah.
was one of his popular raps that he just did like freehand.
That's funny.
My name is MC John. I like to mow the lawn. And then he's like goes on, like wow. Like all the people after he stopped, he's like, I want to know more about this character who loves to
MC
rap
John.
and also mow the lawn.
That's funny. So they're quitting or
It's
they're done
finishing, yeah, it's
Harmontown?
finishing.
It's a podcast. They could do that forever.
They could, but they're winding up.
I get it.
I get it. I feel like a lot of the show, it's been going on a long time, like over 5 years, and a lot of the show is about just like him, like kind of like therapy live.
Yeah, well, I imagine like 5 years, so that's about like right after he got kicked off of Community, but before he started doing Rick and Morty. It sounds like.
I think it was on Community when it started. Honestly,
Interesting.
It's like been that long. Yeah, it was on. He was still on Community when it started, so it's been a long time. It was like therapy, and now he's just like, I feel like he's got himself sorted out a little bit. So now he's just like, all right, we're done.
Cool, that's fair.
Yeah,
good for him.
It's a good arc.
Yeah.
But
We can only hope that we have similar arcs for this show.
I haven't listened to it in years, but yeah, like all the time it went on, he like him getting fired, going through divorce, all this stuff, and now he seems a lot healthier.
Well, good for him. That's good. My name is MC John. Now I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
All right, I just gotta color my thing in, but then
I'm coloring right now.
All right, perfect. All right. I am
The
just
audience is digging the song.
I
not.
I'm pretty sure I know what the song is because I've watched
Look it
so
up
much.
if you wanna enjoy.
Yeah, I'm about to
meantime.
check it out. I've listened to so much of Matt's podcast, and he used to, I think, use it as his theme song.
Yeah.
Or one of the was saying that.
I don't think it was the theme song, but I'm sure he used it.
What's it called that again?
Didn't you make the theme song for their show?
I made the theme song. They had a couple, like they did like 10 episodes or so before I did their theme song.
It was probably the original theme song.
Okay. Then I did love that song.
It's called
Who Likes to Party?
Yeah.
Yep, this is the one.
It is a
Yeah, I
good
love that song. I love the Matt's podcast. I've said this a lot during our show, but I really did enjoy
It's a
it.
great show.
Let me tell you.
I think
I think Matt does a pretty good job as a podcast host.
He does. He could
he's-
easily do another. I know he picked a co-host that did not really get into it as much as he did, but he could easily do another. He could run solo if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think
Might
Matt.
take
If
a
you
little
ever
more
wanted
writing, but he could pull it off.
yeah, if you ever wanted to do another podcast, Matt, I think you definitely got the chops for it.
Definitely. My name is MC John. I like to mow the lawn.
My name is MC John. I like to mow the lawn. Oh shit, and there's a prawn. That's what we call the shrimp. That's what we call him. Now he's just a little wimp, more like a little bitch,
Bars.
Bars. Alright, I am done.
We'll be done in a minute.
Okay. Welcome to DrawBomb the podcast, or not the podcast, we don't call it that anymore. But welcome to the end of the DrawBomb show, where we tell our listeners all the things that we really like about them, and it's we all feel good about each other at the end of the day.
It's a real ego stroke here.
It is. We know we're always stroking people's egos here. I would say,
That's not
but in a
bad.
good way. I mean it. We mean.
Oh
all the
yeah,
words we say.
I don't say stuff I don't mean.
I've gotten in trouble because I won't say stuff I don't mean.
Hey.
People have been very mad because I won't say shit that I don't mean to them. It's been an issue.
Did you buy Red Dead Redemption yet?
Is it officially out for computers yet?
Yeah, there's been some issues, so you may want to wait. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to wait till my next paycheck before I start
fair.
spending things, because the last 2 months I spent all my money on getting Ableton legitimately, and I spent a bunch of money on fucking getting contacts like for a year. So that shit really wiped out my bank account. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to use this month of November, December to really recoup some losses.
That picture you just sent me.
Oh, of the Halloween costume?
Oh, you sent me that a while ago. I just got it now.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to post that in the DrawBomb. That's my Halloween costume for this year.
That's awesome.
We were the Golden Girls. Alright, officially done.
Me too.
Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna reveal your drawing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm gonna do your drawing now. That's hilarious.
I love it.
Gauntlet boppers, like sock'em boppers, but they...
Yeah.
Sock'em boppers, more fun than a pillow fight!
So I'm confused because I love yours, but I asked you, do you want to just do like drawing that wins or one that would win in a fight? And you said one that wins in a fight.
Yeah. But like, dude.
If your lips are dry, you can't fight at all.
Dude,
You're done.
this chapstick, I'm not even lying when I say this chapstick makes your fucking lips so dry.
So dry that your body like dissolves into dust.
It's deadly.
It's like the end scene of like a Indiana Jones movie where somebody touches a relic and just turns into fucking dust. Their body just, turns into a skeleton. They blow away in the wind.
They get Thanos from the chapstick.
Can I get that sound effect one more time? That's what dust sounds like. Everyone.
Yeah, I love whenever people would like open their wallets up and that sound would pop out and dust.
And
or,
also
like,
a moth.
Butterfly. Yeah, I loved in Johnny Bravo they had it where he opened up his wallet and the butterfly or the moth flies out of his wallet and the moth starts going, "I'm free! I'm free!"
That's good. That's a nice twist on that.
Yeah. Johnny Bravo was very fucking funny. That's an interesting show. That show is like Duke Nukem, the Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, actually, that's a great description for it. As a kid, I was just like, why is this exist?
Whoa, mama. I thought it was like, it got way better too when they added like the weird like side characters. Like they had the Susie neighbor character, but then they added like Carl, the guy with the weird glasses and hair, and then the bartender that he just became his friends for no reason. That show was weird.
Huh.
But I think that was like around season 2.
Well, this has been a great episode, I think. I've had a blast, and I've liked all the drawings we came up with.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. I drew a fucking elliptical today, man. Jesus.
Yeah, this is a segment of the show where we pat ourselves on the back and shake hands and reward ourselves for, drawing pictures on the internet for 20
A job
for an
well
hour.
done.
For 2.
Which is, to be fair, when we do the webcomic, we also do the same thing after we finish writing every page. We're
It's
just like,
true.
yes, doctor.
It's true.
So
It's a big,
it's good. You
ego
gotta,
stroke.
which sometimes it's the only thing that keeps you going. So you really
It's the only
sometimes
thing
you
that keeps
need it.
me going.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, me too. Let me just close the nightstand drawer.
Thank you, everyone who came to the show tonight and watched. We appreciate it. We've had pretty good following tonight, which is awesome.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for
Chat with
boosting
us.
our average viewer count to at least 5 for this episode.
Sir Fudge Pops, we forgive you. I mean, it's. I'm gonna be the bigger man and forgive you. Normally I'd be really upset, but I'm just gonna let it slide this time. Don't let it happen again, though.
I will forgive you publicly, but privately never. So, that's fine.
You're going on the shit list, and you don't want to be on that list. Trust me.
The only way we can ever get you off of that list is we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We'll send you a private email. How to get off the shit list.
Well, yeah, follow the instructions. Click the links.
There's a lot of instructions. I know it's multiple pages, but
you gotta download an app.
Zach is still sending us more specific farts.
Farts after
he's
a long
totally
day.
missing the point because we said less specific farts and they're getting more
less.
specific.
I feel like
Farts after a long night of drinking and eating a bag of shredded mozzarella cheese. Those are like nuclear farts.
Those are so bad.
Those are buy new pants the next day farts.
Yeah, or buy a new house. Like, really,
those
just
are
bad.
you're gonna snipe your neighbor from across the street.
Yeah,
Kill
there's
him
no
dead.
undoing. There's no undoing that bad juju. That shit's rough stuff.
Are those? Is that chapstick like lemon flavored?
Yeah. It's like those lemon heads candies, you know?
It's super acidic, really bad
Yes.
for your lips.
That's why it's so dry. It's because it's lemon flavored.
Hilarious. All right. Well, I've had a great time. Have you had a great time?
I had a fucking phenomenal time.
Well, that's good news. We're gonna log off and probably go and play some video games or something.
Let's log off and get rat-assed.
And get what?
That's a Void Bastards reference.
Oh.
In the opening cutscene, the guy says, "Alright, let's log off and get rat-assed." Zach knows. He's also started his file over like 80 times. Like
It's a good game. I'm getting close, I think. I was just playing it before this, like a half hour before this started, I was playing.
Nice. I will say I was very frustrated by the ending, but it pretty much is in line with everything else that has happened in the game so
Just
far.
dumb. Like every like thing you progress with, it's just like, oh, well, that was a mistake. Try again.
Yeah, everything is just a giant bureaucratic nightmare in that game.
I'm okay with that. If that keeps going on.
It's very in line with that. So I don't if that's something you're like. I was fine with the ending. I just was kind of like, oh.
You were thinking something more exciting?
Just hoping for
Just
I don't want to
get put
get
in
away.
jail or something, probably.
Yeah, like not that exactly, but I was just hoping for just a little bit of like moving forward with anything. But everything is still very intransigent in that game through the bureaucracy. So.
All right. Well, to everyone who watched, thanks for coming by. We'll be here again next week.
Yep, we try and do it every week unless we're on vacation for a while, or sometimes I'm at the gym and I'm getting those gains.
Zach finally understood it. He said fart.
Finally!
Perfect.
Oh my god,
It's too bad. We just finished the game, unfortunately. But next week, that would be a great suggestion. So keep that in mind. Log it away in the log books.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lois, for participating in the show today.
Thanks for everybody for participating. That's literally makes the show. I say it every week, but I mean it so much.
You guys really do help us out.
Occasionally we have nobody watching and we just talk to each other into the void, and it's literally not the same. It's not as good.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys.
It's all up to you guys. All right,
Thank you, Lois.
on that note, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Good night.